Hi, today we're going to do some jazz. Not musical theatre jazz, but more of a modern jazz. And the routine I've chosen is Lady Gaga and Marry the Night. All right, let's get cracking and learn the steps. Now our first section is the sway section. We'll start by going to the right and we'll do 4 slow sways. We'll then do 4 jazz sways with the arms high. Now, basically I'm going to take the arms up and bring them down, swinging them from side to side. And as I do that, I'm transferring my weight over as well. So you can see I'm going to the right, to the left. So there's still this swaying action from side to side, but I'm soft in the knees. You can see there's a little bit of lowering into the ground as well as I transfer the weight. Now you get the arms up and then you slowly let them come down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So I have 4 of those, and notice that I let my eyes follow the hands as well. So 4 regular sways and then 4 sways with the arms high. Now from there we'll do a grapevine kick across. Now the first part of the music, it's going to be a little bit lower, smoother, softer, so we're not making it quite so big compared to when we come back to this section later. All right, so with the grapevine, I'm going to step cross in front and a little kick in the direction I'm about to move to. 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. And I'm actually keeping the arms low as well. And I'm keeping the kick quite low. Later on, I might feel inclined to get that kick a bit higher, but keeping the arms down and keeping that kick low. So like I said, crossing in front, kicking in the direction you're about to move to. It's more of an open kick, as opposed to the normal kind of grapevine kick across that most people will be used to. So that would be a cross kick. We want to keep it open. All right, from there we've got the roll of the shoulder. Now we're going to do 4 little steps to the right, and as we do that, we roll the shoulder back. Now there's 4 of those, so when you go to the right, you'll rotate the right shoulder back, and then when you repeat to the left, it's the left shoulder. Now notice with this, I'm keeping my hands in contact with the leg and keeping the arms sort of close to the side, so there's less movement in the arms. We don't want to see elbows coming out, it kind of loses the dynamic there, so keeping those hands close to the body and the arms relatively close, not tightly close, relaxed and close, but less elbow action coming out to the side. Next up, we have the drag to the side. So I'm going to do 2 step drags to the right and 2 to the left. Normally I would do this on more of an angle, but because of the lack of space that you're probably experiencing as much as I am, we're going to just keep it a bit side to side at the moment, certainly. If you can, then we'll get those arms going out and in as well. And they tend to go out and in with the legs. So when your legs are apart, so the arms, when your legs are together, the arms come in. Now they go on the angle as well. So when you go to the right arm is high, and I'm bringing them in on the angle. And then when I go to the left arm is high, and again bringing them in on the angle. It just makes more of a dynamic. And again, the thing to remember is that it's basically a parallel arm and leg. That's what makes it look more aesthetically pleasing than if you were going the other way. It just looks wrong. We will have 4 of those. So you've got 2 to the right, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. So you can either look down or you can look forward. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. All right, so either with the eyes is fine. So next up we have the glide to the side. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, reach across. 1, 2, 3, across. 4 of those. And once again, crossing with the leg in front. And then from there, I'm going to do a little walk forward for 2. 1, 2, and then going to bend the knees. All right, now I'm keeping my legs quite in front of each other, and when I step on the right arm will go up. When you step forward on the left arm goes up, and then when you bend the knees, you're going to lower both the arms and the head. Now be mindful of your back, so you can either just tuck in the pelvis forward and just let the head sort of drop, or you can go lower. It's completely up to you depending on your back situation, so adapt as you need to. But the idea is that heads and arms are low, and in fact I've got those palms facing backwards as well, so that looks a bit more dynamic than sideways. So if you can, that way down. From here then, I'm going to roll the shoulders back as I straighten up. 1, 2, 3, 4, starting with your right. And that's our first section, so let's recap all of those moves. So let's recap our sway section. We have 4 slow sways. Then we'll take the arms up and bring them down as we transfer our weight into a jazz sway. From there, we'll do a grapevine with a kick and cross, keeping it low for 4. Roll the shoulder to the right. 2, 3 and 4, to the left, 2, into the drag, to the side, right 4, 2, left 4, 2, and again, into our glide across, this time reach, out, 1, 2, 3, 4 of the glides, and finish up with that walk forward as quick, up, up, down, roll the shoulder, 2, 3, 4. And that's your first section. Next up, we have the hop section, although don't worry, you don't have to hop if you want a lower version. Essentially, from a footwork point of view, you'll start with a step forward on your right and a kick to the side and step forward for 2. Then repeat again, step, kick, and forward for 2. So let's just do that again. Now I do usually give a few alternates here, but for now let's stick with just this. Step, kick, 1, 2, step, kick, 1, 2. So the idea is that you can do a little hop or a little lift up when you do the kick. Step, hop, 1, 2, step, hop, 1, 2. Now actually I just lifted up the heels then to show you don't really have to hop, but if you want to, 1, 2, step, hop, 1, 2. Now you can see it looks a bit funny if you don't get the arms going. So try and do something, even if it's a carefree up and out, don't worry too much about whether it's the same arm going to the side or opposite. Either is fine, or you could just do a random out. It looks a bit more funny if both arms go up as you do that, or both go out. So generally, if you can, one arm higher, one arm lower, but there is no wrong version of this. So it's step, hop, 1, 2, step, hop, 1, 2. At the top here, step tap with the feet apart for 4. Now we'll just show you further back so you can see a bit better. To the right, tap, left, tap. I've done this before, like in the disco routine, and I tend to turn to face the corners as I do this. All right, so putting those two together, step, hop, 1, 2, step, hop, 1, 2, right, left, left. Now I did allude to the other options when you're coming forward. If you wish to, even if you're not doing a hop, then you can do step, knee, 1, 2, step, knee, 1, 2, and you don't have to kick the legs to the side. Other than that, it's the same, whether you hop or keep it at a lower level. So we finished up coming forward with our step tap feet apart with your weight on your left foot and the right tap to the side. So from here, what we'll do, keeping it easy, is a step, kick, moving back, 3 and 4, starting again with your right foot. And then from here, step, flick behind, step, flick, step, flick, step, flick. Now with this, I'm sort of wiping the foot against the floor, sweeping it behind, and I'm going to get the arms going across as well. Now what you can see is the arms go to the same side that the leg is sweeping to. Across, and try and get a little bit of a stronger movement in the action with the arms there. From here, we're going to go to the side with what I refer to usually as just the step cross. But essentially, I'm going side and front, side and front, side and front, side and front. I'm going to keep those steps quite small so I don't go too far out the door. So we're basically side and front, side and front, side and front, side and front. And when I'm referring to the sort of step cross, I'm referring to the fact that the legs are crossed, really, rather than moving across the body. That's too far. You keep the foot, one foot in front of the other. And what you'll notice is that I keep the back heel nice and high. So the back heel is high, the other foot is flat. So you always finish forward on your front foot when you do this. It's a bit like you have a limp. You imagine you're injured, you can't put your weight fully on that foot. Although we want to make it look a little bit more dance-like. All right. Now you may decide that you don't want to do any arms at all, or you could just keep them to the side and do a little click if you want to. I do often do more of an out and in, and out and in, but it's one of those classic scenarios where the legs and arms are moving at different times. The feet are going quick, quick, hold, quick, quick, hold, quick, quick, hold, quick, quick, hold. The arms are going 1, 2, 3, and they're steady moving with no pause. So it does make it a little bit tricky. Out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in. All right, from here we're going to do a step kick coming back. So the first one I tend to do on the spot, turning, step and kick. Then 3 more, traveling across. All right, so at this point your weight is on your left foot. So I'll step on the right and kick with a little bit of a turn. Doesn't have to be a high kick. And then continue with 3 more kicks, moving across. With the arms, when we do jazz, I tend to kick with the arms going down the leg. So whichever leg is kicking, the arms go down that side. So There's a little bit of a twist in the body. If I just turn this way to see, so you can see better, you can see once again there's this twist in the body that I've referred to sometimes with the other styles. All right, putting those two together, then step cross guys for all. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and step, kick, step, kick, step, kick, step, kick. So from the kick in the air, I'm going to lower and tap to the side, turning to face front, and do 3 more on the spot. So it's a step tap to the side. So like I said, from the kick, lower tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, tap. Now in actual fact, in terms of the arms, I've taken them down the body. So from here, I tend to tap and click the opposite sides to each other. All right, so if the arms are down your right leg, then step, keep them that side before the swap. 3, 4. And then to finish up that little move and sequence, we're going to have a quick swap. Basically, it's a quick step tap. So instead of the slow ones we've just done, step tap, step tap, step tap, and tap. So 5, 6, 7, 8. A quick swap from side to side. You could keep that quite smooth, or you can bounce it. And the music will often dictate that. To finish, we get a little breather for 4 counts. And that's our second main section. All right, let's see if we can remember our hop section and put that together, starting with your right foot. We have step, hop, 1, 2, step, hop, 1, 2. Step tap with the feet apart for 4. We then move back. Step, kick, moving back. Again, you could do a similar action that we did before, where we're moving across. And then we will have our step, flick behind for 4. From here into a side cross. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, step, kick, coming back, 3 and 4. Lower tap to the side for 4, and quick swap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, breathe, 2, 3, 4. What I should have mentioned before is if you don't want to do those quick swaps, if it's a little too energetic, you can carry on with a step tap instead. So normally when I'm in class, I'll do step tap for 4 and I'll say carry on or swap. So if you don't want to do the quick swaps, you just do 4 more of those and then breathe. Hopefully that makes sense. So let's piece those 2 main sections together to see what we've got, because we have the majority of the routine now. All right, from the top, let's do it to a count, starting with those sways. 5, 6, 7, 8, sway. 2, 3, and arms up. 1, 2, 3, fine, great, fine. 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. Into roll the shoulder to the right. 2, 3, other way. 1, 2, into the drag to the side. 4, 2, 1 and 2, again, 1 and 2, glide across, reach and hold, 1, 2, 3, 2 more of those, ready to work forward and up, up, down, roll the shoulder into the hop, step, hop, 1, 2, step, hop, 1, 2, feet apart, 2, 3, and going back, 1, 2, 3, step, flick behind, 2, 3, across, step cross, 2, 3, and step kick coming back, 2, 3, lower step, tap to the side, carry on or swap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, breathe, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully you breathed a little bit more than just at the end. Once you've done the first 2 sections, we'll go back to the beginning and do them both again, but there's 2 ways it's going to be different. For the sway section, the second time around, when we come to the glides right at the end of that section, we'll do only 2 from side to side, not 4. And then last of all, with the hop section, at the very end of that first time we had that breathe for 4 counts, I'm afraid that breath has been taken out. Don't worry, you can still breathing, but you're not going to get your breather in the music. So that essentially means that you finish that section the second time with those quick swaps, and then we'll go straight into our next section. And that's going to take us straight back to the beginning for a third time. And we go into the sway section. I'm afraid once again, it's slightly different. A bit more like the first time. So we'll do the sways up to the roll of the shoulder. Now the roll of the shoulder is normally followed by the drag, but what's going to happen is after you do the 4 coming back to the left, we'll add 2 sways. Sway and sway. Then continue into the drag and also with the glide across. And we will do all four like the first time. And then we will add 2 more sways again instead of doing the arms up, up and down and roll the shoulder. So glide to the right, glide to the left. We'll do 4, like I said, same as the first time. Sway for 2, and then we'll go into our third section again with the hop. So we do the hop section one last time, and again we're going to condense it and not do the arms up and out for the breath. However, we will repeat the last section. So what's going to happen is you'll step tap to the side for 4, carry on or swap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Repeat the step tap again for 4 and the quick swap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just a little bit more dull for those who are just doing the step taps, because that means you're going to do 16 slow ones if you don't do the swap between the two. Right, from there we're going to go back to the beginning and basically repeat the sway section to fade. But essentially the same as the first time through, but instead of having the arms up and that roll of the shoulder, from the glide at the end of that section, you'll basically just go back to sways. And really, I think we get the sways. We may even get the roll of the shoulder in there too, but essentially just swaying. And we get to breathe again at the end, although I highly recommend breathing throughout. So essentially we've got our sway section followed by the hop section. We do that again 3 times fully over and then finish up with the sway. Yes, there's a few ifs and buts along the way, but I'm going to try and guide you through that as we go. All right, it could be a bit tricky, but I hope you're going to have some fun. So this is where you need to go to your next video to do the dance, and I'm going to play it to the music. You won't be able to hear that, but the idea is you cue that up at home. I have also produced a fitness video as well, which is a condensed version of this routine to a bit of free, royalty-free music, and you can practice some of those moves then as well. So it's a little bit tricky, but I hope you enjoy. Thank you.